Okay, so usually we have the work divided up into kind of logical sections to make it easy to see. So we might have a client space with a folder for each client, and then within those folders, a list for each type of work we're going to do for that client. So it all makes sense. And that's really helpful because if we want to see an overview of just one client, we can click on that folder and see all the work for that client, where it's all at, kind of see the progress and make sure that that account is going okay. But it's also really common to want to see all the, say, web design work in one place. So we want to see across all clients, what is all the things that need to be done for web design. And we can't do that just by clicking on a list because there's no one place that's all gathered. But we can do it with a view. So the first thing we need to do is create a view at a high enough level that's going to pull in all the different web design lists. So because we have ones in different folders, we need something that's above all those folders. And so the correct level is going to be space in this case. So I'll create a new view here and I'll call it web design. Now this view is pulling in all the tasks in this whole space, which is too many because we have Facebook ads and branding in here as well, which we don't need. To do that, we could filter on a custom field, particularly if we have, say, a custom field like a drop-down that kind of shows what type of work each one is. So each one of these would have a value called branding. These ones would have a value of web design. But I don't have that set up, and actually I don't really want to set that up. So in this case, I'm going to do it a little bit differently. So what I care about is where the tasks live, if they live in a web design list or not. So I'm going to filter based on their location. So I'll go up to my filters here, scroll down to location, and then choose which locations I want. So in this case, I want the web design list for each one of these clients. Now this is manual, so if you're onboarding new clients, part of the onboarding steps would be to add them to this view. Cool. Now we need to make sure we save that view so that next time we come back, we're actually going to see the same thing. So we'll save for everyone. Okay, and now what we can see is all of the web design tasks for all the different clients, client 1, 2, and 3, in one place. So this is where the web design team would come to actually get their work done. They can kind of see everything they need to do, all the details about it, prioritize, and then start working. They will choose which grouping, sorting, all that kind of stuff they want to see to make this useful for them. So in general, to see a cross-section in ClickUp, you'll go to a high enough level to pull in all the data you might want to see, filter it down to just what you want to see, and then use sorting, grouping, and all the rest to organize that data in a way that's most useful to you. Okay, so that's creating cross-sections in ClickUp. Before you go, I've got something for you. After using ClickUp for a while, you'll find that it starts to get cluttered, hard to use, and things can start falling through the cracks, even if you set it up really well. And that's nobody's fault, it just happens. Cars need checkups to keep them running smoothly, and so does your ClickUp. What I have for you is the instruction manual on how. It's called the ClickUp Checkup, and it's a checklist of the things you need to do every 1 to 3 months that will prevent a whole swath of issues that start cropping up after you've been using ClickUp for about a year or so, sometimes sooner. So with it is a training video where I go through each of the checks myself so you can see exactly how I do it and why. A PDF with the checklist and quick reference instructions, and finally a ClickUp task template so you can instantly import all that directly into your ClickUp, have it recur each month or quarter with the checklist ready to go. Click the link in the description to get it now and prevent the headache of having the clarity you wanted from ClickUp turn into confusion. I'll see you on the inside.